It is a very blustery day. It is so blustery outside. I think it must be Wednesday. Yeah, that's a Winnie the Pooh joke. Today, little Bavarian rocket ship is getting a new in-tank fuel pump. Got all the doors splayed open because what I'm about to do is going to make a lot of fumes, a lot of vapors inside the car, and I really don't want the inside of my car stinking like that. So I hope there's not too much wind noise. This little camera does pretty good. It is windy and it is so stinking cold.
How cold is it?
It is so stinking cold that I have had to put socks on under my sandals. That's how cold it is. Everybody knows it's a pain in the butt to work on German cars. Audi, German, same as Volkswagen Golf. I'm going to have to replace the in-tank electric fuel pump, and I'm not looking forward to it. But just for a laugh, I am going to do this real time. I'm going to do this straight up live. The only cuts you're going to see are when I have to flip the screen around so I can show you something. I got to stop recording and restart it again. This is the only jumps you're going to see. I'm going to leave everything else in just to demonstrate what a pain in the butt this job is, because everybody knows working on German cars is all but impossible. You can't do it yourself. You got to take it to a dealer. Step one, acquire a fuel pump. Fairly expensive, $200. Step two, here's one of the cuts I'm talking about. And we're back. Step two, you're going to come around this back seat here, and you're going to pull and you're going to feel there's a clip right under here. And you're just going to pull on it. Walk around to the other side, not hit my head on the hatch. I'm trying really hard not to get my finger over the mic hole. Right under here. It's about 8 inches from the edge of the seat. Yank. Then we're going to come under here. There's a little clip in there. It's got a little hook on it. There's a bar there that hooks onto. And the gas tank, fuel pump, is in there. Make this go away for a little bit. So we've got to get this thing off. Oh, it's on there nice and tight. Some of this I'm not going to be able to do without setting you down, so I'll set you down for a second. You can unplug this guy by pressing down there and pulling. Wiring harness. That's a module for controlling the fuel pump. Pull that out of there. Now she comes right out. Stuff that out of there. Down in here, there's another little harness. I'm going to go ahead and get this out of the way. I'm going to need both hands again, I think. Ooh. Dirty. It's not cooperating. I'll fiddle with it once it's out of the car. Now I've got to get this little locking ring off. I have encountered this before on the Bronco. The F-150 has a bunch of bolts holding it on. I'm going to show you how hard this is to get off. I'm really about to use the only tools we need for this job. find the most important tool in my toolbox, which is a chisel. So I'm using a hammer and a old screwdriver with a broken tip. And we're just going to find a notch and rotate that ring around. That's loose. Now the fun part. Hold that down. Hold that out of the way. Everybody else uses special tools to get these things loose. Not the Germans. Oh, the whole tank, fuel tank just popped out. That was not the brightest thing that I've ever done. Hang on. I'm going to be pushing and pulling and squeezing stuff around. So I'll lock the tank back down, or the fuel pump back down. I'm going to need both hands for this. I think you should be able to just push on that, but my hands are cold. So I'm going to get my little screwdriver out, poke and prod at that. I'm going to put you on a tripod so you can see. I'm going to stop you for a second and zoom back out because this takes forever. Back. These things are ingenious. Little latchy thing. All you have to do, focus. Hello, right there. Push that little guy in, and it releases it off of that little nipple, and it pops right out. And that's kind of important to remember which one goes where, because trust me from experience of messing around underneath the car, you get these plugged in the wrong spot. The car does not like it at all. So now, let's get this little locker ring, rotate it back around. Now a word about messing around with gasoline. It's dangerous, but you are in less danger of blowing yourself up than you are of damaging your health due to inhaling the vapors. So just keep in mind working in a ventilated area when you're working with gasoline. I know that from experiences as well. Now this thing has a full tank. I wanted to do this on an empty tank, but it be what it be. Get these guys out of the way. It's got its own built-in surge tank, which is pretty cool. Dump all the gas out of it. gas is pouring out of. There we go. Oh, it smells so bad. Good enough. I don't know if I need that gasket or not. I'm gonna take it anyway. Gross. It's my neighbor's. I'll clean that before I put it in. Full tank of fuel. Tank looks pretty clean. Clean that out before I put the new pump in. Most boring unboxing video ever. Instructions. Same. Does not come with the gasket, so I'm going to put the gasket on it after I clean it up. Let's go get some towels. Tight fit. I can't reach my towels. I've got other towels. Gasket's kind of torn a little bit. They're gonna be okay though. Clean up some of this. It'll be alright. Alright, now I gotta figure out how to get that silly little doohickey off. Man, it's windy. Get a screwdriver with a sharper point. this little guy pushes into latch. To get it unlatched, you got to pull it all the way out and keep pulling. I don't know if you can see in there. That gets it off the little dimple. What a pain. Covered up a little foam sock. There's the gasket. Now this guy only goes in one way. See the little tab? I'm gonna work it in. We gotta put the little floaty bobber thing in first. Get the lines out of the way. Ooh. Gasket keeps trying to fall off. This guy has to go back on before you plug everything up. Not wanting to see. This thing is not wanting to seat. There's a handy dandy arrow on this cover. Points to the front. Record button quit working. Now, see if it starts. quieter. My trash is running away. It's gonna take me a minute to put the seat back in, and that's all I got left to do. But I'm gonna call that time. That's it for this episode. Thanks for watching. Have a good one. Let's go for a ride. And compensate is dumping more in. I also wasn't, pardon me, it's hot in here. I also wasn't getting any fuel on the return line. Which is really weird, is that on a return style system, even at idle, you should get fuel coming back on a return line to go back to the tank, but I wasn't. I'd gone from getting 35 miles in the gallon to about 26, which kind of sucks. Yeah, I don't know how you guys are when you guys go to a store, but I always like to park in the same spot or close to it. That way, when I walk out the door, I don't have to remember where I parked my car because it's tiny. I can just walk right to the spot I always take. Getting fumes in here. I'm gonna run to the store. Be right back.